Hello guys and welcome to this Volks Wizard video. And today's video is one with a difference because in a couple of minutes I'm going to play for you a video that I originally created back in 2016 but took down because I wasn't very happy with the quality of it. Well, thanks to lockdown I've had a bit more time on my hands and I've re-edited it to a standard that I'm quite happy with. And the reason I put so much time and effort into that video is because it depicts the craziest 36 hours of my life so far. Now you probably know I've been buying and selling Volkswagen Audi from here for about 18 years, and for most of that time, in fact actually before that time, I've been writing for Volkswagen and Audi magazines. Most of that time has been doing pretty boring stuff like model histories, workshop stuff and buying guides. But from 2016 to 2018 the editor would delegate the odd press trip to me, often international, and yeah, it'd make a nice break from being here all the time. First one was Audi Q2 in Zurich, a great starter one that was. Second one was a little bit more exciting. It was Audi R8 V10 Spider in Barcelona. So yeah, you kind of wished you had a bit more experience before you got offered that one because it was a fast car in a foreign country and there's a lot of potential for risk, but a bit like driving around the Nürburgring, you don't have to do it, but you know that you really deep down want to because it would just be a great thing to say you've done. So I got myself in the right frame of mind to do it. I had a fear of flying actually that only resolved with a Q2 flight, which was 3 months before. So I wasn't too worried about flying, but I still wasn't 100% confident about it. But anyway, I got myself to Luton Airport the night before, and the next day we flew out of the Harrods terminal, which is, I probably call it the oligarch terminal because it's just so plush. We had a business jet that was wood and leather, and there were only about 9 people there as well, so people from Top Gear, Autocar, Evo, all the top publications. And I was a bit nervous, a bit excited, and probably had too much coffee, and I spent too long talking to one of the guys who was from Top Gear, so I think I annoyed him a bit. I'm sorry about that. It's just excitement. I'd also had a tooth out the day before, which kind of knocked me a bit for 6, hence why I'm chewing gum in some of this video, which is a bit embarrassing. Now, think about it there. I've never driven an R8 before. I'm in Spain, I haven't really had much sleep. I've had too much coffee. There's a car, there's a key, go drive it, left-hand drive. It's rained, it's gonna rain again. The route's pretty gnarly, but I'm still here today, which is quite remarkable. If you look at some of that footage, you'll see it where I'm driving it through the twisty road in the absolute thunderstorm. Right at the end of there, a lorry appears. Just look out for its red lights. Well, I managed to touch the mirror of the R8 on that lorry when I overtook it. I couldn't believe it because yeah, I just wanted to be so careful with this car. I'd done so much with it all day long, and right at the end I clipped the mirror on the lorry. So at the next village I pulled over somewhere safe. The lorry went past me obviously, and I felt it was pitch black and it was raining. I felt the casing of the carbon fibre mirror and it was perfect, and I thought, geez, that was really lucky. The carbon fibre mirrors are dear, but yeah, they're pretty good. So I got back to the hotel a little bit shaky, had a bit of a drink and didn't sleep again very much. Next day, yellow car, a bit more driving back to the airport, and yeah, the end of an amazing trip. What I took out of the end sign-off bit with my TTRS waiting at Luton would never feel the same again, and yeah, here we are today with an R8 that trip set me on the course to buy, even though it came 2.5 years later. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoy this video. It's not probably one of my best, but it just shows you how exciting it can be going on a press trip. And if I never do another one, I'll look back at the ones I've done and be really grateful for the opportunity. hills near in Catalonia, having flown into Barcelona with Audi UK to drive the R8 V10 Spider. The R8 V10 kit was launched late last year. It's taken about a year for the Spider to come out. Here we are in sunny Spain, well just about sunny Spain, to test drive it. We're not really here for the technicalities of the engine and all that really. It's just really to see how this roof makes the most of what is a fantastic sports car. And with that kind of note, it's already got off to a very good start. Okay, this is a V10, there's only a V10 at the moment. It's not the Plus, it's a 5.2, 540 PS car, 7-speed S-tronic, which is just amazing, I'm sorry, but the clackety-clack gate of the old one is good. This is just phenomenal. That's not even with a tunnel. This is a tunnel. Ah. We've got carbon ceramics on this car. If you can stop laughing to go fast enough to need them, I'm sure they're really good. I've popped my cherry with the R8 today. I've always wanted to drive one, I've just never been able to afford one, quite simply. And what a way to pop the cherry with an R8 V10 Spider in Catalonia. But the most important thing about me bragging about that is that the car feels friendly. You know, the roads are a bit greasy, there's a big drop, and I'm not particularly scared of the car. We've got quattro all-wheel drive, we've got stability on, we've got wet road mode on as well. Because this is somebody else's £130,000 car, and I would quite like to come on another drive. But you know, this is such a beautiful work of art, handmade, neon Nickersill. But who'd want to put one of these in the barrier? Because it's just a work of art, it really is. It's the only car you can buy from the factory as a factory collection for a UK buyer, because they get it out of the factory perfect every time. I'm not saying the other cars aren't, but mass production is a different ball game to this car. This is, you know, a work of art. It's got the Audi badge on it, which makes you think of high volume prestige cars, but it just is something else. So we're driving a Monterey green car with a lovely tan leather interior. This is a bit of an in-joke with Audi Sport, because they've done it in British racing green effectively, and they've spec'd it just for the UK press today, giving us non-magnetic ride suspension. They gave us the Sportacles. They also haven't given us the dynamic steering, which I've got to say feels like a very good thing. There's just nothing fake or synthetic about it. It feels really nice and pure, which I don't say that about a lot of Audis. But this is amazing, amazing. I'm currently somewhere in the hills near Barcelona with the R8 V10 Spider. I've been on the road all day, I've had the roof down, as you can probably tell by my hair. I'm just on my way back to the hotel, and if I'm late, Mr. Stefan Winkelmann, the CEO of Audi Sport, won't be a very happy man. So I'm not going to hang around here for too long, but it just seemed to be a good time to show you where I am up in the hills in a storm with this fantastic car. The weather's put a bit of a spanner in the works on the schedule today, although other people cut short their drive, but I didn't really want to do that. So I just need to get down for dinner for 8. Look forward to hearing Mr. Stefan Winkelmann, the boss of Quattro GmbH, used to be the boss of Lamborghini in his very sharp suits. He will be there tonight. So I better go before I get in trouble and don't get invited here ever again. Can't get enough of this engine and gearbox. It's just a sensational combination. So what have we learned from this trip? The R8 Spider is a fantastic combination. It's German, but it's got such a lot of exotic appeal. It's all the exotic car you could ever want, really, with just all the solidity of a German car, a prestige German car. Nothing's ever felt like it's going to go wrong in this car, and it probably won't do for many, even hundreds of thousands of miles. It's just, to use an old cliche, hewn from granite. But unusually for a German car, it has so much flair. Emotion is the word they like to use, and you know, when you're laughing out loud driving it, I think that's a good definition of a car with emotion. And to have the roof down on this car, I think to have a coupe, you'd really be missing so much of the pleasure of ownership. Just the sound. Okay, the dynamic mode overrun crackles are a bit artificial, but they're fun, you know. And what's wrong with a bit of fun? You can turn them off if you've got a bad head and you just want to get to where you want to get to in a bad weather, like I did yesterday. Just popping it into comfort mode, it will get you there safely, securely. But if you want to play, this car plays with the best of them. I've had a brilliant day here. Even with the rain, this car has shown its true colours. When the sun's out, it's fantastic, it wants to play, makes a great noise. When it's raining, you need to get somewhere, you're late. Buckles down and gets you to your destination. It's, you know, in any weather, and I never felt intimidated by it. It's just been amazing, but I don't know what I'm more amazed about. It's bad weather capability, or it's just ability to make you smile in the sun. So I better get saving. So yeah, back to work. Okay, thanks for watching my videos. This has probably been one of the better sources of materials for them, so I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I did. Cheers.